Well, we've just wrapped up July here, and today we're talking about service and hospitality injuries on the job. And before we do that, we have a refugee from the service and hospitality industry here in our midst. Here's Ruth. Ruth is just starting. Hi, Ruth. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
And did you know that as part of their job here, you would be required to perform as kind of background entertainment and also entertainment for our YouTube channel?
No, I didn't, but I do now.
But you do
So
now.
Hi, everybody.
So Ruth used to be,
A hairstylist.
which, for how long?
18 years.
And surprisingly, we didn't make it as part of your job description that you had to cut our hair.
But I volunteered. I was willing.
Okay, all right.
So I'm willing. You
So
can
what,
set me
next
up.
Wednesday, are you ready to do haircuts for anyone who comes in the door?
Yes.
Okay, all right, well, maybe not. Maybe not then. But so we're talking about service and hospitality workers, especially in the summer, because a lot of people are going on trips and travels. Tourism is a huge deal in Colorado, and we thought we would kind of talk about what kind of injuries service and hospitality workers get. And more importantly, we find out what times you shouldn't be working because you're more likely to have an injury, or if you do have an injury at those times, it's likely to be a bad one. We'll talk about that later, about what times are the most dangerous times. But according to Pinnacle Assurance, which is a workers' compensation insurance company here in Colorado, it's the primary one. It's quasi-public, which means it's kind of part of the branch of Colorado. They put out these wonderful stats on injuries, etc. And Ruth, what's the most common age of injury for someone to get injured if they're in the service and hospitality industry? What do you think?
I'm gonna say.
Within the nearest decade. So you can go 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39.
I'm probably gonna say 30s.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Most common age according to Pinnacle is 20 to 29.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's the worst month to work in terms of more injuries happen in this month than any other? What would you guess?
September.
September.
Yes.
Okay. In a way, you're kind of right.
Okay.
According to Pinnacle, the most common month to get injured in service and hospitality is July.
Oh.
But apparently they're not that bad. September is when the most expensive injuries, at least according to the insurance company, happens in Colorado. All right, what's the number one body part injured? You've got to be, this is right up your alley as a former hairstylist. What part of you most injured as a hairstylist?
The arms, the hands.
Okay. Number one is fingers.
Yeah, I guess.
Number one is fingers, number two is the hand, number three is the low back, number four is the thumb, and number five is the knee. Okay, how more likely are you to be injured in the first 6 months of the job?
You are.
How much? How more likely? 50% more likely, 20%?
Probably 50 because you're new at the job and you don't really.
Are you saying you work in a dangerous environment?
No.
Okay, good, because.
But I work at a great place.
Okay.
In case that were to happen.
So 35% more likely. If you've been, first 6 months, 35% more likely to be injured on the job. The most frequent causes: cuts, tools, not powered, broken glass. 2, fall on the same level. So I guess, like a trip or what?
I guess.
Okay, what the hell were they doing? Strain from lifting, struck by a falling object. Any falling objects? Those books
Not right
got.
now.
And burns. Okay, and so what's the worst, most frequent time of the day do you think to get injured? So when should you say, I'm gonna go on a coffee break? But the problem is, as Angie will tell you, even if you get injured on your coffee break, is it work related?
Yes.
It is. Angie will tell you that. Because Angie tried to steal my coffee pot. I don't think she tried to, she did. She did steal my coffee pot. So what's the most frequent time? 10 a.m. And what's the worst time to get injured? The most expensive injuries occur at what time of day would you guess?
After work. I don't know.
After work. If it's after work, then it's not a worker.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, just lying. At the end, towards the end of your shift.
Probably, maybe 9 p.m. they say.
Oh.
9 p.m. the most expensive time to have an injury for whatever reason. So, anyway, service and hospitality injuries and facts and data, and we have a number of them. We represent a lot of people who are injured as waiters, people who work for hotels, people who work hairstylists, all sorts of folks, and that's what we've been doing for over 25 years. And if you or anyone you know has been injured on the job, please tell them to come and talk with us. We represent injured Colorado workers, and we'd love to help you. Thank you.